Book summary of The House at the Edge of Magic by Amy Sparks. Introduction. A Life of Hardship. 9 is a 12-year-old pickpocket who has learned to survive on the unforgiving streets of the city. Orphaned at a young age, she has no choice but to fend for herself, stealing from unsuspecting passersby and evading the sharp eyes of the cruel matron at the orphanage where she resides. The orphanage is a miserable place, cold, damp, and ruled by a strict woman who demands that 9 bring back valuables after each day of thieving. 9 dreams of escape. She longs for life beyond the dirty alleyways where hunger isn't constant companion and where she isn't forced to steal just to survive. But in the city where kindness is scarce, dreams often remain just that, dreams. One fateful day, while attempting to pick a wealthy woman's pocket, 9's fingers close around an unusual object. Instead of the coins or trinkets she expects, she pulls out a tiny, intricate house, no bigger than a matchbox. She doesn't know why, but something about it draws her in. When she examines it more closely, she sees tiny brass door knocker shaped like lion's head. Out of curiosity, she knocks. In an instant, the house expands, growing rapidly in front of her eyes. Before she can react, the door swings open and she is pulled inside the mysterious house and its odd inhabitants. 9 finds herself in a strange, magical house. Nothing like the gray, miserable buildings of the city, the house is full of oddities. Staircases that move on their own, rooms that change location, and furniture that seems to have mind of its own, place of endless surprises and enchantment. Inside, she meets the peculiar inhabitants, flabbergasted, flamboyant, somewhat irritable wizard dressed in extravagant robes. He takes great pride in his magical abilities, but often overcomplicates things. Eric, small, friendly troll who loves tea and biscuits. Unlike the fearsome trolls of legend, Eric is gentle and eager to help. Dr. Spoon, talking floating silver spoon with rather serious demeanor. The house and its residents, however, are trapped. Terrible curse has bound him within its walls, preventing him from leaving or living freely. The curse was placed by the wicked Madame Phears, powerful and dangerous witch who despises the house and all who dwell in it. 9, having no interest in becoming involved in their magical predicament, initially tries to leave, but the house will not let it go so easily. It shifts and rearranges itself, ensuring she cannot find an exit. It soon becomes clear that the only way out is to break the curse. The curse and the quest to break it. Madame Phears' curse has trapped flabbergasted Eric and Dr. Spoon for years, and no matter what spells or tricks they try, they cannot break free. The only way to undo the magic is to find the source of the curse and destroy it. 9, ever the skeptic, doesn't believe in curses or witches. At least, not until she sees the power of Madame Phears firsthand. One night, the air in the house turns icy cold. The shadows grow darker. Menacing voice echoes through the walls. It is Madame Phears, warning them that any attempt to break the curse will have dire consequences. Despite her better judgment, 9 finds herself drawn into the quest. If breaking the curse means escaping the house, then she has no choice but to help. The house, which seems to have a consciousness of its own, begins guiding them, revealing secret passageways, hidden messages, and enchanted objects that hold clues. As they navigate through the ever-changing rooms, 9 and her companions face a series of bizarre and often hilarious challenges. The library of forgetfulness, where books wipe your memory the moment you read them. The room of riddles, which won't let you pass unless you solve a series of confusing puzzles. Tower of teacups, where they must navigate an obstacle course of floating, oversized teacups. Through each challenge, 9 proves to be more resourceful than she ever thought possible. Her quick thinking, street smarts, and determination help them progress. At the same time, she starts to feel something unfamiliar. Friendship. The oddball trio, flabbergasted Eric and Dr. Spoon, despite their quirks, are beginning to feel like family. The growing threat as they get closer to uncovering the source of the curse. Madame Phears' attacks grow more severe. She sends eerie shadow-like creatures to haunt the house, whispering threats and causing chaos. The house itself begins to weaken, its magic faltering under the strain. 9, for the first time in her life, feels fear. Not just for herself, but for the friends she has made. She realizes that if they fail, the house will crumble, and Madame Phears will win. In their clue, they discover that the curse is tied to a single cursed object hidden within the house. Small, unassuming music box that once belonged to Madame Phears herself. The box contains the essence of her dark magic, and as long as it remains intact, the curse will hold. A final showdown. Finding the music box is one thing. Destroying it is another. Madame Phears appears before him in swirled dark energy, determined to stop him. Her magic is powerful, and she easily overpowers flabbergasted spells. It is 9 who saves the day. Using her quick reflexes and pickpocketing skills, she snatches the music box from Madame Phears' hands at the last moment. With one final desperate move, she hurls it to the ground, shattering into 100 tiny pieces. Surge of golden light fills the house. The curse is broken. The house, once bound by dark magic, begins to heal, its walls glowing with warmth and life. Madame Phears lets out shriek before vanishing into the void. A new beginning with the curse lifted. Flabbergasted Eric and Octerspoon are finally free. The house no longer a prison comes a true home. The rooms are brighter, the magic stronger, and the feeling of unease that once lingered has vanished. Nine, now faced with the choice of leaving or staying, hesitates. For the first time in her life, she has a place where she belongs. The streets of the city, once her only home, no longer seem as appealing here in this house. She has found something she never expected. Family, she decides to stay. As Nine settles into her new life, she knows that more adventures lie ahead. The house, with its endless secrets and surprises, is bound to keep her on her toes. And though Madame Phears is gone, Nine can't shake the feeling that the witch might one day return. But this time she won't be facing her alone. Themes and messages found family. Nine learns that true family isn't always the one you're born into, but the people who care for you, courage and growth. She discovers that she is stronger and braver than she ever imagined. Magic and wonder. The house represents endless possibilities and the joy of adventure, breaking cycles. Nine, who has spent her life stealing and struggling, chooses different paths, embracing kindness and friendship. The house at the edge. Magic is delightful, fast-paced fantasy adventure filled with humor, mystery, and heart, with strong protagonists, richly imaginative setting, and captivating plot. It is perfect for young readers who love quirky, magical tales.